All right, my people, thanks and welcome to Liberia. Liberia has set high bar for African countries in conducting litigation-free election. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the February 2050 presidential election, Peter Obi, has said that Liberia has now set a high bar for African countries to follow in election management after concluded the presidential elections without rancor and litigation. Obi contested the Nigerian presidential election and challenged the outcome up to the Supreme Court after the electoral empire. The Independent National Electoral Commission declared Bola Tinubu of the ruling All Progressive Congress APC candidate as winner in questionable circumstances. Although the Nigerian Appeals Court had affirmed the victory of Tinubu as the validly elected president of Nigeria, greater number of Nigerians still believe that he didn't win the election. But the Supreme Court judgment affirming him was based on technicality. All right, my people, had earlier, we have also gathered earlier reported on Saturday that President George Weah decided or defeated late Friday after a provisional result from the week's runoff vote showed opposition party candidate Joseph Boakai beating him by just over 1 percentage point. Elections officials said that with 99.58% of the ballot counted from Tuesday's election, Boakai was in the lead with 50.89% to Weah's 49.11%. The result were a dramatic reveal and a reservoir from the election 6 years ago when Weah easily beat Bakai in the second runoff. Okay, that is coming right from Liberia, as the Liberian people have spoken and we have heard their voice. Weah has said in an address to the nation, adding that Bakel is in a lead that we cannot suppress. I urge you guys to follow my example according to Peter Obi and accept the result of the elections. He said, adding that our time, he said, will come again in 2029. Well, while reacting to the election results announced by the Liberian Electoral Commission, Obi stated that Liberia has set a standard for African countries to follow, adding that he had followed with very keen interest the just concluded and the seamless presidential elections in our West African neighbor, Liberia. Obi, in a Nigerian political and former governor of Anambra State in the southeast Nigeria, meanwhile congratulated the declared winner, former vice president and now president-elect of Liberia, Joseph Boakai of the Unity Party. He said, I also extend my congratulations to the president, H.E. George Weah, who has gloriously conceded defeat, and thank him especially for his exemplary respect for democracy and the rule of law. Obi continued to say finally he had liked to especially congratulate the entire people of Liberia and salute their national institutions, particularly the Electoral Commission of Liberia, who, by their respective exemplary conduct, have added flips in the credibility of the elections and, in so doing, strengthening democracy in Liberia and Africa as a whole. Unto this, Liberia has set a high bar for African countries to follow in the way they have conducted and concluded the presidential elections without rancor and litigation. Obi further said that he wished them well and a smooth transition and continuity in governance. My people, drop your take right at the comment section. While a lot of persons, a lot of Nigerians have reacted to this, and will continue to say their mind because everyone must say something concerning Liberia. It's not the Northerners. Nigeria must be free as far as election is concerned. Not okay, not a do or die affair. Nigerian politicians all are compressing guilty of the same habit. And this Liberia did not have Mr. Yakubu. So the election is supposed to be litigation free. In Nigeria, Mr. Yakubu will ask you to go to court. You see what we are talking about, my people. Litigation free election, but you didn't see this time that the opposition man is older than Mr. Tinubu. Well, a lot of controversy here, and people will continue to say their mind. Okay, litigation-free election, but you did not see this time that the opposition man is older than Mr. Tinubu. Double standard. Okay. All right, my people. Well, let me have your take right at the comment section. As it is now, it can never happen in Nigeria where politicians, that is INEC, and the electoral, that is judicially, decide who wins the election. It has happened in Nigeria before. There was no litigation in 2015. That has been the story so far. And then a lot of people have said Nigeria election was also free and fair. Now, let me have your take right in the comment section. Nigeria have set the record of free and fair elections straight for any Nigerian countries to emulate. Even Jonathan, being an incumbent, still accept defeat despite all pressure from political party and peers. He stands still to accept defeat. Nigeria is giant of Africa indeed. Thank you very much, Emmanuel, for your take. Nigeria, he said, have set the record of free and fair election straight for many Nigerians and many African beyond countries to emulate. Even Jonathan, he said, being an incumbent, still accept defeat. Okay, Liberia don't have this kind of professor in charge of the electoral body. All right, let me have your take. Your take keep coming. Please kindly subscribe if you're joining us for the very first time, because true, the problem with Nigeria is everyone think they have won, if not dying, while they question INEC or judiciary. What I asked or acknowledged though is we have very weak institutions occupied by unprincipled people, and this is a reflection, unfortunately, of the wider population. So change, they say, must start with each individual, including PO themselves. All right, thank you very much for your take. We should have seen or known there is no way you can win any election against President Tinubu or any Hausa Fulani man in Nigeria. You should have taken the defeat as a good sport man, and then giving your supporters needless hope of going to court. If you are bold, contest again in the next election and let us see if you will win half of the vote we got in February 2023 election. Okay, a lot of the reactions here, my people. What am I going to say? As long as this is concerned, INEC can never conduct free and fair election and credible election in Nigeria. That is my take. Well, drop your take right in the comment section and continue to follow us for more updates. Remember that you're into Blessed Be World News and Entertainment. Thank you for joining us and stay blessed.